What is good, everybody? This is a recap for the DOTS bias trading indicator, and today was pretty straightforward. There were some quirky things about the price action I will go over, but otherwise, pretty straightforward day for the DOTS. This is a 1 minute chart of NASDAQ futures, the micros. This is market replay, and today is August 11th, Monday, CPI week. So the DOTS indicator is meant to start when the market opens, and given the overnight profile where London partially negatively engulfed Asia with my friend NQ Stats at Probable Chris, I was anticipating, he has something called ALN Stats, I was anticipating the London lows to get hit. So that is going to inform how I traded this setup that you're about to see. So for a one dot entry function, I like to short, especially when I have an obvious target. I like to short the close of the 1 minute candle bar that corresponds with the first column of all red dots, which is right here, the 932 candle. So how I like to structure normally one dot entry function setups is I like to use the ATR to inform the target and the stop. So there's another fella there. So 14 points for a target, and I like some wiggle room. This skews the risk reward a wee bit. So call it 15 points as the stop. So this is for one dot entry function, just the model that I share in videos to fruition. So because of the ALN stats, I was looking for these lows to get tagged. So you enter, I was in this, I took 10 points on half of my position, holding for the London lows. And you can see that right here, a one dot entry function short hit its target. But again, I was holding the balance for London lows, and I ended up getting shaken out right about there, right there. So letter of the law, the one dot entry function model worked in that that 14 point winner. And so let me take you through the balance of the morning to show you some other setups I saw. So Trump was speaking at 10. So the dots, you can see they get mixed. This VWAP price kind of takes and closes over it. And I'll just show you kind of what I was looking at. So with Trump speaking at 10, even though I think it was security related, he can move markets. So best to wait a couple minutes once he gets on the podium. So I'll show you what I was looking at. And so right here is basically 2 minutes after 10 o'clock where Trump is speaking. That, it's kind of debatable. I passed on it just because it was so close to Trump speaking. And it's just not something that, I don't know. It could be a judgment call, but you can see that a one dot entry function setup would have been a stop out. This kind of wick with Trump speaking, I'm not sure what he said, but that seems like it's news related, probably something to him. But then you can see that, you start stacking things in your favor. So the dots I use as a confluence. So the market low at 930. This was the relative high of the session. So 50% was wicked and held. The 50 to the 61.8 fib. I like to see that. The VWAP, wicked, held. I want to see closes above VWAP, and I want to start looking for the dots to reset. So we get a test of the VWAP, close above it. Test of the VWAP, close above it. So at this point, with the dots starting to turn green, I'm liking longs if we get a one dot entry function. You can saw it flickered there, did not close. We got another close above VWAP. 50% of the session low to high is holding. We have London highs above us somewhere. over here. That's yesterday highs. We have 820. We have London highs right here that are potential targets. I like using the negative 23% of a 50% move as a target. So things are starting to align. You're starting to see confluences that support a move higher. So all I'm waiting for is a dots setup. So we got a 1 dot entry function set up here. So buying the close of the 1 minute candle. The ATR is about 20 points. Close enough for government work. Close enough for government work. Targeting London highs, I think that was. Yep. And yeah. And then so if you get a break of this 1 minute candle with the dots, that's another entry function I like to call an EMA break, or an EMA breakout with the dots. So you can see played out pretty well. So this was a solid setup using the dots, and you can see we had 50% holding. That's one confluence. VWAP holding. That's another confluence. Dots. That's another confluence. So 3 confluences. Pretty solid setup in my opinion. There were a bunch of people in the room who got that one. And then another setup in the morning was combining NQ stats initial balance and noon curve, looking for these highs to get taken. You can see the 50% of the intraday range, low to high. Test here, 61.8 holds, wicked holds. You can see the price got very sloppy in this area, but once the dots fire green, we get another 1 dot entry function there. Excuse me. You just get another look at the setup, and then you can see price shot higher after that. That's pretty much it. So again, you want to use the dots as a confluence with other factors, and yeah. So hope that helps. There's a 7-day free trial, link in the bio if you want to try the dots out. And yeah, drop some questions in Discord. Join the Discord. Send me some Twitter questions in Discord, and I'll get to them when I see them. Hope this helps. Thanks a lot.